welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and it is time for yet another match review. And it's Bristol City's home game against Luton, and it's a 2-0 Bristol City win. Unfortunately I couldn't catch this game because I've just been staying, I'd have to stay up till like 2 in the morning, and I'm not going to really do that. I'm not going to affect my sleep patterns that much. So I didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights, watched the goals of course, and mainly it seemed like the reaction was we were very good and pretty impressive, which is a bit ironic. The one game I miss, or one of the games I miss, we win, which was good. We get the season off and running, first win, we reach a point per game, 4 points, 4 games. It's certainly not relegation form, so we're kind of getting there. 2 changes were made. Joe Williams obviously came out through his fitness schedule with the club, a bit of resting, which is fair enough. And Chris Martin came out as well, which is a bit of an interesting one. Not really a massive surprise for fans, because a lot were expecting him to be dropped, or just wanted him dropped in general. Naki Wells came in for Chris Martin, which proved to be a bit of a masterstroke in the end. Tommy Conway retained his place, and Hannah Masengo came in, which also proved to be a bit of a masterstroke because he's brilliant in midfield. So the team was Bentley in goal, Vine and Naismith, and Atkinson, who started after being subbed off against Wigan. Sykes at right wing back, we'll talk about him. Sykes at right wing back with Masengo and Scott, with De Silva at left wing back, Conway, Vyman and Wells, and Bristol win 2-0 and take the lead again very early. In fact, we take a 2-goal lead, which is very early, and that is probably the reason we won. When you take the 2-goal lead early, it's very hard for the opposition to then pick themselves up and go again. I know Luton are good, Luton are very efficient, and haven't been clinical this season, which is also a very key factor in our win. The first goal was Naki Wells. It was Alex Scott who threaded the ball through to Wells on the left hand side, who kind of cut in a bit, finished with the outside of his foot. I think it's inside the post and goes in anyways. Bristol City lead 1-0, and from that point this tone was set. And about 10 minutes later, give or take a few minutes, Tommy Conway makes it 2-0. Andy Varman gets in the box down on the left hand side, cuts it. No, might be inside the box. He cuts it across. There's about 3 Luton players. They're all static. Nobody can get close to him. Conway's at the back post. Very, very good positioning. Gets in, makes it 2-0. And that point, you felt game was kind of dead. Woodrow, Morris, Adebayo weren't really making too much of a threat at our end, and we defended very well. Mark Sykes was sent off in the second half for the 65th minute-ish for a stupid challenge on Luke Freeman, really, but it was a red card. The problem I have is why Luke Freeman wasn't sent off was reaction. It was ridiculous. Basically retaliated, and that's not fair. That's not good enough. Surely he's got to be sent off. Nigel Pearson came out with a brilliant interview with Sky afterwards, and it was brilliant in how he said it. He said the officiating in this country is ridiculous, it's not good enough, and he even said that he thought about quitting last season and this season so far due to standards of officiating, which should absolutely alert the EFL on how pathetic it is in the EFL. It is pathetic. The refereeing is mind-boggling at times. It's stupid. He did receive an apology for that Hull decision. It's not the apology. It's just why wasn't the decision made when it mattered? It was pathetic. It was a pathetic decision. Now Hull fans can shut up as well. They've tried to argue it's a penalty. It was not a penalty. Even the EFL agree. I mean, come on. They've had 2 weeks to think about it, and they still agree it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. In other news, Bristol City are looking for a new centre-back, and according to rumours, it is Sol Bamba, who's been training with the Robins. I've seen a lot of reaction on Twitter, which seems negative, which is fair enough. The 37-year-old, been around the block, not necessarily known for his pace. It seemed underwhelming, but he was really good at Middlesbrough last season. He was really good. Griswold really liked him. Borough fans really liked him, and obviously he's been a lot. Been a lot in his life, in his career. Whether he play football again, we didn't know. Obviously with his cancer problems. In terms of where I stand with it, is I think I quite like this. If this happens, obviously, Bristol City are going to let him train for another 2 weeks. If this happens, I quite like this deal. I mean, short term, sure, 37, he's not going to stay for 2-3 years. 3-4 years, I mean, he's going to take from 1, maybe 2, maybe a team closer, and then have an impact for 1. He's a very good leader on the pitch, and he's a great character having the dressing room. That's why I stand on this. If you can get him down to a 1-year deal, that's good. I think Norwich Pearson will be happy with that, and I'll take that as well. Sol Bamba is training with Bristol City at the moment. I still think we need another centre midfielder, and Anton Semenyo as well. We still don't know what's going to happen with him. Everton have been linked. Palace have been linked heavily over the last couple of days. Obviously with an alleged £12 million bid. Reports going from Bristol Live, Bristol World, even from the Athletic. Not from the Athletic. It was a Telegraph, I think, or one of them. So bids are, in the pipeline perhaps. Norwich Pearson said there's no bids yet, but there feels like there's going to be some bids sooner rather than later for some marquee players. So that is the match review and the kind of transfer news right at the end. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, hit like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the HW channel for more Bristol City content. Not first win the season for Bristol City. What are your thoughts on Bristol City 2, Luton Town 0 in the comment section below, and I'd love to hear them. But until then, thanks guys, keep safe, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.